Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another AfterTalk movie review. We have just came back from watching 10 Cloverfield Lane. This is a spoiler review, just in case you guys don't know. So all this we're talking about here is all spoilers, so be careful. Alright. So a couple of few points. Let's talk about the story. How do you find the story?
I find the story a very hanging story because it starts off like randomly as well. Like she gets a text and she just leaves the house, getting a text from the boyfriend, but then she doesn't answer it.
I mean, we opened the movie with just Michelle here, who's just leaving frantically from a house away from her boyfriend, which is only later explained that she always panics and leave whenever
things goes wrong, and she just decides to leave whenever she wants or feels like it.
And yes, I do agree that this whole story is meant to be a cliffhanger, like how the original movie was. So she finds herself waking up in this underground bunker, which is under Howard's farmhouse. If you don't know, Howard is John Goodman's character. Brilliant character, and was like the one.
It's very mysterious character.
Mysterious, psychotic character, keeps everyone just not stop thinking about him.
Yeah, actually.
But overall, this story, I think, is a very well done thriller. Even though the cliffhangers is all deliberate, every mystery elements to the story is all deliberate. It's meant for you to just enjoy the thrill and the suspense of it all, since these events are taking place at the same time as the original Cloverfield movie, which is now back in 2008, pretty long ago.
So long ago, like they took like a really long gap between making this movie and that movie.
But do you enjoy it overall?
And the thing about the movie is it makes you ponder upon what's going to happen next, and the movie leaves you hanging, where it opens your mind up and makes you think about what are the possibilities of the ending of the movie. It makes
we want to know how Michelle is gonna end up doing when she takes the route to Houston instead of what was the name of the other street? Yeah, I can't remember now. But yeah, she takes the route to Houston instead of the other one. To help, implying that she's going to help the citizens there.
You actually feel as though you are not in your rational self when you're watching this movie, because it puts you in this very dramatic situations of like car accidents and randomly being in a cell kind of environment. Because when she got up after the car accident, I felt that she was in a prison cell for a bit.
It makes you feel as confused as Michelle herself.
Exactly.
So,
I mean, I like the movie, but then it's just that the ending is very, very open-ended.
We were afraid when we were watching the trailer that it was going to be a cliffhanger or something.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the type of cliffhanger that I disliked. It did give us, to some extent, it did have a nice conclusion to the story. Alright, the psychotic fat man. What else can we talk about the psychotic
fat man? Even though Michelle was the main cast, as in, like she's the number one cast in the movie, the fact that John Goodman was in it and his character as Howard, it portrays a lot of negative and a lot of positive side as well, because you don't know if he's a bad person or if he's a good person. You don't know if he's making sense or he's just a psychotic person.
Yeah, so, there were a couple of dialogues that seems to imply he's a sane person and at the same time he's an insane person. Is he a pedophile? Is he not pedophile?
Yeah, exactly. And then you think about he talks about Megan. Is it Megan?
Megan, yeah.
Megan, who is probably his kid or not his kid at all. We don't know. No one explains who Megan is.
Yeah, they used Michelle and Emmett's characters to hint at the possibilities that Howard is the psychotic pedophile guy, but at the same time maybe it's not. There was no complete evidence to show that. It was just hinted to it.
Howard's character was very, very strong, and it was good that they got John Goodman because he's an extraordinary actor.
Yeah, extraordinary actor, and he's quite underrated among most actors. But he came off with this role as very natural.
Very natural. Like he makes you feel very mysterious about his own character. Like he brings you in a journey where he just mind fucks you the entire time. At the end of it, I feel I come with the conclusion that he probably went through a lot of like family baggage,
Traumatizing experiences,
and also like he probably doesn't trust people a lot. That's exactly why when Amit he confessed that, I mean he didn't really confess, he just say these lines so that he could save Michelle.
Or try to cover up for Michelle.
Yeah, saying that he was trying to steal the gun.
Operation.
Yeah, he was trying to like steal the gun from Howard because he wasn't respected enough, like how Howard was respected.
Like how Michelle was respecting Howard.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a lie. And then eventually Howard just took the gun out and blast him in the face.
Yeah, at that moment and everything just went so suspenseful.
Yeah, exactly. Just like
at the edge of the seat throughout the entire movie from that point. Yeah. It made him sort of the alien character out of the rest, out of the other two who seemed more human to us than Howard.
At one point, I actually felt that Howard was one of the alien, where he's just coming in a very like human-like feature, but then he's actually,
maybe he's disguised or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he could pull out his mask and like,
yeah, and then the alien just comes out of it. The alien was so disgusting, dude. Do you see that?
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Like there was just like a mouth in a mouth and in another mouth.
Yeah, like, sure how he sucked up the plastic on the mask, the hazard mask.
So disgusting, dude.
So disgusting.
The alien was very, very disgusting, actually.
Yeah, that was the only detail the only details of the alien we could see in the show. The rest of it was very vague. It's all shaky handheld camera. Next we have, what do you think were the bad points of the movie?
The bad points of the movie is I feel the beginning part before it went to the climax was very, very draggy.
It was a bit slow.
Eventually, like they have like a very great bond with each other. Like there are scenes of them playing like board games and then solving puzzles.
Like they could have remained in the bunker for how many years or so.
Yeah. Like a happy family, literally.
Like a happy family.
Like, and I also like feel that that's what Howard wanted in his life, but then he did not have that. With his family, that's possibly why that he really wants this to be a great bond with each other.
Yeah,
that's one that comes to mind when one Howard says, "Do not touch her." That basically means that they want three of them to be as a family.
I do agree that that whole chunk at the beginning, especially some of the dialogue scenes, it was draggy. I mean, he was yawning, I was yawning, maybe because we were tired this entire day. But there were a couple of points in the dialogue that gave reason for how Michelle acted at the end. Like the conversation between Emmett and Michelle when talking between the walls, and she was relating about how she always watched someone with the little girl tortured by the father, and she couldn't do anything about it. And so it resolved in the end when she had the opportunity to do something to save people. That's when she took the route to Houston. So parts like that saved the movie, but I guess those parts before the suspenseful bits.
Yeah, I felt they were having like the fact that you are being stuck in a bunker like that. And then knowing that there is no other life, there are possibly no other lives outside, and you guys are just having a really fun time in there. I mean, one is it shows how human could adapt to situations like that. Like oh, I understand that we are probably the only 3 person here, but let's have a good time. They should cut down a bit of happy moments because I feel there's a lot of happy moments in the beginning of the movie.
Not too happy. It only came possibly about like 5-10 minutes of the movie before they eventually decided to start making their own homemade hazard suits, which was interesting. She became a fashion designer halfway through the movie.
But she studied fashion though.
Did she say she studied fashion?
Yeah, she did.
Okay, I missed that part. I probably slept through.
I hope that's right, Law.
Let us know in the comments if that is right or wrong. So let's give this movie a rating.
Alright,
what's our verdict?
I think I would give the movie a 7. I'll give the movie a 7 actually.
Okay, giving it a 7. I would give this an 8. One more point up, mainly because, firstly, I love the style of how this director has brought this whole ambience of the suspense and the mystery of it. I have read that this is the director's first debut movie. And previously I have seen his short film, which is Portal No Escape, which is based on the game Portal, and that was a very good short film. So I think he did a very good job with the cinematography, as well as using the characters to make this story what it is. It's just a huge mystery story that's just there to make you feel suspenseful in the cinemas and just at the edge of your seats the whole entire time. Well, maybe not the whole entire time, but from the middle of it onwards.
I was like,
we were.
when is it going to start yet?
And then he shoots him in the head.
And
Okay.
Now the movie
Right.
starts.
Now it's starting. Now it's starting.
Now I'm awake. It's not a satisfying movie.
You
Just
feel
watch.
kind of empty sometimes.
Yeah, if you're the kind of person that you don't like thinking a lot when you watch a movie, you just want to watch a movie for fun, then this is not a movie for you.
Like he said. So that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us again for another movie review. You can catch us on our social media as always.
Rickroff RR on my Instagram, add me on Facebook, follow
And-
me everywhere.
And you can follow me everywhere too. No, that'd be creepy. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, DJY the artist. Tell us what you think about the movie if you've seen it. If you haven't, then
Go watch it.
Don't watch it. If you give it a miss, it's fine. But if you have an opinion about this movie, let us know, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.